ladies, I hope you are having a fantastic day. I wanted to talk to you today about the scale. And if you're anything like me, it can be a problem in your life, or it could have been a problem in your life at one time. And I have really struggled in my fitness journey. A lot of you know that I lost 60 pounds several years ago. I had a couple more babies, and past 2.5 years I've really been working on my fitness journey and keeping that weight off. And when I first started my weight loss journey, I was weighing in every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. After I do a big workout, I would go weigh myself and see if I lost any ounces. And it was just a constant struggle in my life, because I could get up in the morning and look in the mirror and feel totally fine about myself, think that I was looked good in my outfit, feel energized, feel like I was making big progress. And if I stepped on that scale and saw a number that I didn't want to see, my mood just immediately dropped, and it affected my relationship with my husband. It affected how I related to my kids, and the amount of things that I got done, because my mood and my energy levels just dropped. And it was all because of what that number said. And really, it didn't represent all that much, because our bodies fluctuate in weight all the time, especially as women, depending on where we are in our cycles, if we've had enough water, depending on the foods that we've eaten. And it really didn't say anything about me and the work that I was putting in. But for some reason, seeing that number, whether, it just made me feel like I had put on fat every single time. I felt like I was just gaining weight and I was taking steps back in my journey, and it's just not the truth. And I even went through a period of time where I took the scales out of my house and I put them in the trunk of my husband's car, and I said, do not let me weigh myself until 30 days have passed. And he was very helpful in supporting me in that. But it was something like I had no self-control, and I had to get it out of the house and out of the way. And we really don't need to be weighing ourselves every single day. And the more I am on this journey, the more I realize how very little that scale says. Because all of the good foods that we're putting in our body are doing so many good things internally. Inflammation is going down. Your body is able to fight off sickness better. You're able to build lean muscle, which can actually make you heavier. I'm going to try to insert a picture over here. I've never done any photo editing, so forgive me if that doesn't go over very well. But I came across these pictures in my inbox the other day, because I always email myself before and after photos so that I have easy access to them if something happens. And I was looking at the statistics that I wrote down, and I wrote down that I weighed 130 pounds in this photo. And I actually weigh 130 to 132 pounds currently, and my body type is completely different, because I have gained lean muscle and I have dropped my body fat percentage. And so while at that time I said, I want to lose 10 pounds of fat because I'm just squishy all over. And it was really an absurd number for me to be saying, I want to lose 10 pounds, when all I really needed to do was up my lean muscle by lifting heavier weights, working out, giving myself more protein, less carbs, more vegetables. And once I started doing that, I started realizing, I really don't care what that number says. It could say 150, it could say 180, and if I have this lean muscle, if I feel good in my clothes, if I don't have, I carry fat in my abdomen a lot and back around my hips, and so I always, even the thinnest I was at that time, I still had my pants digging into me because I didn't have enough lean muscle on my body. So one thing that I have just really done is I have just ditched the scale. I take pictures every week. I take my measurements every week. I take pictures in the same position. I see how my clothes are fitting. And it really tells a lot more of the story than what that scale says. So if you are someone that is struggling with weighing yourself constantly, or you're someone who gets on the scale and it changes your mood. You start feeling discouraged if that number isn't what you want to see. I just recommend just ditching it for a while. Weigh in on day 1 of the challenge group, weigh in on day 28 of the challenge group, and really just stick with pictures and measurements and how your clothes are fitting and how you're feeling for that reassurance that change is happening. I just love all of you guys. I hope that that was helpful for you, and I hope you have a fantastic day.